boxing. This is Top Rank. And oh, baby! This is the main event! 12 rounds for the WBC, WBO Junior Lightweight Championships of the World. Introducing first, out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 129.6 pounds, wearing yellow and green trunks. His record, 17 victories with only 1 defeat. 8 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is a 2016 Olympic gold medalist, making his 2nd attempt at a world title. From Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, Robson Obrabo Conceição. Introducing out of the red corner, presented in association with Antonio. Navy trunks with red and gold trim. His record, perfect. 18 fights, 18 victories, 9 victories coming by way of knockout. He is a 2016 U.S. Olympic silver medalist. He is the former featherweight world champion. He is the former unified junior lightweight world champion. Representing Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, Shakur Stevenson!
And representing those school children from the Quitman Street School, who he gave 100 tickets to say, come see me fight. I went to your school when I was a young kid growing up in Newark myself.
I've gone over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Andre Ward, Shakur Stevenson through the years has almost been an invisible target defensively. His opponents land on 5.5 punches per round. Only 13% of their total punches against him. Knowing that, how do you go after this if you're Conceição?
Well, Conceição is an explosive guy. He can punch, and he needs to let his hands go. And when Shakur starts creating distance and starts countering him, he can't get discouraged. When Conceição finds success, he can't do what he did in the Valdez fight. He's got to stick to his game plan.
Golden opportunity for Conceição.
Watch your feet, watch your feet.
Shining moment for Stevenson here at home before he goes to the top-heavy, big-name 135-pound division. When you mention what happened against Oscar Valdez, first 5 rounds he boxed beautifully, Dre. He counterpunched at Conceição. He jabbed well. He was effective with body shots. He was ahead on the scorecards, and then something changed.
And I still don't know what that is. Conceição said his corner told him to change up strategy. I get that. Listen to your corner as long as they're telling you the right instructions. Those were not the right instructions for Conceição on that night.
Long right hand from Conceição. See Shakur just probing with that jab, finding that range, quick as a viper to get in and out. Manages location as well as anybody in the sport.
And that's exactly what both fighters are doing right now. Both fighters are trying to dictate where and how this fight is going to be fought. Conceição, believe it or not, does not just want to pressure Shakur. He actually wants to try to box with the boxer. That hasn't proven to be the right plan for anybody in his previous fights. But he's also a gold medalist, and he also has pedigree.
Dre, listen, I know 1.6 pounds to the layman is whatever, but just looking at Shakur Stevenson's body, now at 25 years old, fully formed with his man strength, he just looks different than the fighter who we saw on the Great Ascent Up.
No doubt about it. He's a grown man now, as opposed to being a young kid who turned pro. And when you've already lost 8, 9, 10 pounds, yes, that last 2 pounds, that last pound and a half can seem like the end of the world. Your body can shut down sometimes. That's what happened with Stevenson.
Boy, that power hand just came in from Shakur Stevenson. That sharp, accurate, powerful left hand. See how much thicker he is in the torso, across the shoulders, the muscularity especially. Glimpse of what you're going to get at 135 pounds to come, assuming he can get through tonight unscathed. Right hand to the body, a little fat from Conceição, wide with it. Goes with a left to the belt line himself. Unable to turn over that right hand was the Brazilian.
That's the shot that Conceição tried to land this whole first round. But he won't land it if he leads with it. He has to come behind the jab. That's the best shot that he gives himself.
Coming to the end of round number 1, Stevenson Conceição from Newark.
With the next pick of the draft, Bet Rivers selects Mark from Michigan.
This is a surprise. But sources tell me he's ready to go from same-game parlays to betting our new multi-game same-game parlay.
Where you can combine more than one same-game parlay in the same bet for bigger payouts.
Exactly, Dan. He's a fan of daily odds boost and Bet Rivers'
award-winning customer service.
How'd you know?
I got sources too, Jerome. Bet Rivers Sportsbook app and football. It's a whole new game.
Hi, I'm Alok, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is it has that kick. Not too spicy, but it's just enough for your taste buds to feel that level of heat. And you're like, ooh, this is good. It's the perfect amount of spicy.
Hi, I'm Capri, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. You can tell they actually put it on the grill, cooked it in the sauce, marinated it. You're definitely getting a good grilled spicy sandwich.
Great scene here in Newark, New Jersey for Shakur Stevenson and Robson Conceição. Round number 2, Joe Tessitore, Andre Ward with you ringside. I asked Stevenson yesterday about going up against Conceição and what he thought he'd get. He said, listen, I think he's going to be himself. Awkward, throw a lot of weird punches, maybe gas out by the 6th round.
I'm not sure why Conceição wants to box with a master boxer. Doesn't mean he won't land shots. Doesn't mean that he can't have good moments. But you have a fighter that had to work really hard to try to make a weight. To me, it makes sense to start at a fast pace.
Yes.
You can box in spots, but fighting would really benefit Conceição early in this fight.
Especially when you hear the details of Stevenson describing how drained he was, how his body had nothing more to give, nothing more to sweat out at 131.6. What was your reaction to his apology and Shakur saying he was embarrassed?
I think that's maturity, and I think that's the best thing you can do in that situation. The media, fans, they're going to have opinions. Some may be justified, others won't. But he made a decision for his safety. He wanted to make sure he had enough for the fight tonight. And all you can do is be sincere and apologize, and he did just that.
And he did acknowledge, as you have to do, that it is part of the game. You sign and you're contracted for a weight, you have to make it.
And he was penalized. He paid the commissioner fee, and he paid Conceição a fee as well.
Three-punch combination from Shakur, trying to punch between the punches that time. And now Conceição does come in with the right hand before tying up.
Conceição's been pretty predictable thus far in these first 2 rounds. Paul with the left hand, pose, and then try to shoot a big right hand to the body or the head of Shakur Stevenson.
Left hand to the body comes in. Left hand up top from Shakur. Right hand to the body from Conceição.
Like to see Stevenson pick up his right jab a little bit more to pile up points, to get his range, and to keep Conceição off balance and blinded from that left hand.
He's only made it 12% of his jabs to this point.
Paul with it, but shoot the jab as well.
There's the jab, doubles it up, goes back to it, able to get away from the right hand from the Brazilian.
It gives Conceição something to go through before he thinks about throwing that looping right hand.
And trying to place that left hand to the body a bit. Conceição able to use that foot movement to get out of the way.
Good right hand to the body from Conceição.
Here, started round number 3. Shakur Stevenson had a 19-7 connect advantage in that second round, but Dre, each man had his moments.
Yeah, both fighters are starting to connect just a little bit more. Stevenson connecting more than Conceição, but Conceição is dangerous, especially when he punches with Shakur. Like you see right there, Shakur throws and Conceição throws. He has success when he does that. But Shakur coming behind the right jab, he has the most success when he lands that beautiful straight left hand. That is a natural punch for a southpaw.
By the way, there was a clash of heads in that round as well. When Shakur went back to the corner, you saw his grandfather and Chief Second Wally Moses turn to the referee David Fields and say there was a clash, there was a clash. There was a slight abrasion between the eyes of Shakur. Here's the clash of heads right there, and it was just enough that it got their attention in the corner.
Good straight left from Shakur. Conceição tried to catch Shakur and did catch him in that sequence right there. Shakur's got to mind his defense for as long as Conceição standing up, because he is dangerous.
Pick it up, all right? Pick it up.
He's a guy that punches when you don't think he's going to punch, and Conceição throws punches from angles you wouldn't expect him to throw from.
That's the awkwardness that Shakur described.
You fight a fighter like that, fundamentals are essential.
Oh, good left uppercut in the midst of that exchange from Shakur Stevenson, as Conceição was looking to get aggressive, and Stevenson's accuracy got him.
You let Conceição make the mistake, and you have your legs under you and just shoot the shots. Nothing spectacular, just fundamentals.
And now the pace picks up here in round 3. And this is that awkwardness from Conceição. Odd angles, hands down, surging in. Shakur smiling right in his face. Happy to be in that mid-range and close range. Nearly clipped him with the right hook, went low with the left hand, and gets the second warning from David Fields.
I think this pace picking up favors Stevenson, because Conceição's only been 12 one time. And you could tell he was afraid to get tired in the Valdez fight, and I think that's why he took his foot off the gas. Stevenson knows that, because he mentioned as much. He needs to press the gas tank of Conceição by keeping this fight at a high pace.
And that was a world title fight that Conceição had great success boxing beautifully in the opening half of that fight. Nothing like the pace we're seeing here. The action intensifying in round 3. Comes back with a counter left hand, does Shakur. Now probing with that jab, we're going to split the guard. Instead goes underneath, under the elbows, missed with the body shot. Crowd enjoying round 3 here in Newark. Stevenson, body shot. Joe, Dre, Bernardo, and Mark with you here in Newark, New Jersey. Round number 4. In that last round, Stevenson had a 19 connect advantage, has a 41-21 punch connect advantage overall. Let's go to action in that third round. Dre, was interesting to hear the corner of Stevenson as he came back to the stool. They said, just keep the jab going. Conceição was hurt in that round. And then an interesting comment before he went off to go to this 4th round. He said, just don't get bored out there.
Don't get bored. Don't lose focus. We said that the whole night about how dangerous Conceição is, particularly with the right hand. And they feel like they're breaking Conceição down. I think it's the start of that, because Shakur landed some good body shots early on. He needs to stay down low, and he's landed some clean flush shots to the chin.
And Luis Dorea, who trained Robson Conceição, told me, I want Robson to go to the body first, and that'll set up his head shots.
Fell in,
right there.
And it was a left hand that struck from Shakur.
When the boxer is looking like the fighter and is walking you down, you know you have trouble.
And that's what's happening here in round 4. And that's what's been happening more and more in the career of Stevenson as he grows into that man strength we've described. Yes, an elite boxer. Yes, wildly skilled. But showing that strength, that power, and a little bit of nasty as his career goes on.
Even though Stevenson cuffed him and that wasn't a knockdown, it takes a lot of effort for a fighter to get up from the canvas, especially in a tough fight like this.
And you can hear the crowd sensing things, as was the corner of Stevenson, saying, you're breaking him down a bit.
Stevenson should go down to the body even more right now because Conceição has not shown that he can defend himself down there. Stevenson is landing flush shots, and they're starting to take a toll.
Just had a right hand there, clipped him with a right hook from that southpaw stance. Able to get away from that right hand from Conceição. You can see his comfort with another right hook. Stevenson in control here in round 4. Dug underneath with a left hand to the body.
At the moment, that big right hand is the only answer that Conceição has, and it is not effective because Shakur sees it coming from across the street.
And then he makes a decision to tie up. Shakur trying to get those hands free.
Conceição takes that big step test.
Boy, he
before
does.
Throws that right hand. He's tipping Shakur off every time.
Being ruled a knockdown. Stevenson. There was a delayed reaction from Robson Conceição with just a second to go in the round. This was ruled a knockdown, Trey, and it was. There's the left hand.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the delayed reaction.
Oh, yeah.
But perhaps because you see the arms pushing down, many thought it wasn't. But that was a clean,
That was a knockdown.
hard left hand to the body that scores the knockdown with 1 second to go in round 4. Start of round 5 now.
Now look at Conceição. He's got that right hand glued to his face because he doesn't want to give up that side of the body again.
You had just said Shakur Stevenson should go to the body more and more. He did there in that 4th round with 7 clean body punches, the final one scoring a knockdown.
Conceição can't defend to the body, Tess. He doesn't know how. So you recognize that and you make him make an adjustment. If he can't make an adjustment, it's going to be trouble for Conceição because Shakur knows he hurt you to the body. He's going to keep going downstairs. 2 good body shots from Conceição. 3 good body shots from Conceição just now.
Tried to sweep with that right hand across as well.
Grandfather of Shakur Stevenson just told me I asked him to step it up. I want him to use the jab to blind him, distract him, and then that'll set up the big power shots here.
See if he can put that jab out there. There's a left hand. Then he took an angle and went with the right hand to the body. Came back with the right hook. Left uppercut leads the way this time.
Good shot from Conceição to answer.
It was mauling on the inside.
Conceição's got to get himself together. You see him slowly mentally breaking down and slowly conceding. He can't do that. This is a second opportunity at a world championship. Who knows when he'll get another shot? He's got to get it done tonight.
Very different circumstances and a very different look to the first 5 rounds than when he fought Oscar Valdez. And he was had on every scorecard after 5 rounds. Even the way when he stepped back moments ago and took that deep breath, that body language alone speaks volumes.
And it's only the 5th round.
Trading body punches and then a clipping right hand. Another left hand to the body, coming back with the right hook. Head movement by Conceição saves the day for him. Stevenson stepping to him. Conceição trying to return fire. Good left hand to the body again. Yes. Digging in, sitting down on it that time. He has found something he likes with that left hand to the body, Dre.
I think he should keep liking it because it's doing damage. He's doing exactly what he wants it to do, which is drain and discourage Conceição. Good shot from Conceição. He's always dangerous.
Well, that right hand sitting there. Here at the Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, as you mentioned, the highest grossing boxing event in the history of this arena. And of course, it's because their hometown hero is back. Shakur Stevenson returning after winning world championships in 2 divisions. Dre, you said point to the body punches. Well, look at them there. 30 of 80. And one of them scoring a knockdown in the final second of round number 4 for Shakur.
Stevenson doesn't have to land 10 body shots around. He's land 4 or 5 good, well-placed shots, and that'll do the job. But Conceição's also landed a few good body shots, the right hand to the solar plex of Shakur Stevenson.
Now willing to fire off that power hand, that right hand from that wide stance. Lunges forward with it. Stevenson now with his opponent against the ropes. You know he's going to go to the body there.
Stevenson told us, he said Conceição fades in the second half of the fight. That's no secret. His opponent, Stevenson, is well aware.
He specifically mentioned the 6th round when we sat with him yesterday.
Well, that's when a championship fight really starts. In that second half. That 6th, 7th round.
Watch your elbow, man.
The first phase for Shakur Stevenson tonight was to frustrate, discourage.
This is the second time. All right, do it again, you lose your point. Let's go.
Stern warning from Fields.
Yeah. The second phase is to get Conceição to stop believing he can win and to just try to land one big shot. Phase 2 and 3 is underway. I don't think Conceição has a game plan anymore. I think he's trying to land one big shot.
Left hand lands flush.
It's a mean shot. It's a mean shot.
Opened up, got tagged again there. And now here comes Stevenson.
Shots are landing because Conceição thinks Shakur is going to the body. He protects himself down low. Boom!
Oh, big left hand up top.
Shot lands up top.
Put it all in the bank to the body, and now he's going head hunting here in round 6.
Can't defend both the head and the body at the same time.
Stevenson stepping to him. Conceição clearly affected. Big round for Shakur. Bud Crawford is loving it. The undefeated welterweight champion, who's been like a big brother to Shakur. Saquon Barkley of the New York Giants, whose uncle Iran the Blade Barkley won world championships in 3 weight classes and said, I got to sit ringside to see this guy.
Let's bring the sister behind him. Sister and brother. Okay. All right, how you feel? Like a fucking champ, ready?
Shakur has been heating up, and he's landing shots like this at will. You see Shakur look like he's going to go down low. Conceição tries to protect that side of the body, and then the big shot up top lands time and time again, and all that is set up by these shots right there. That's a borderline shot. That's probably a low shot right there, and that's also a borderline shot. That's a clean body shot from Shakur Stevenson, and Conceição has not found a way to defend against the straight left hand of Shakur and the looping left hand of Shakur. But he better figure it out soon.
Round number 7. Joe Tessitore, Andre Ward with you ringside here. Bernardo Osuna, our ace reporter here in Newark, New Jersey, where this crowd has been anticipating the return, and they're getting exactly what they want. Shakur Stevenson in control.
Watch your foot, man. Watch your foot.
In that last round, he landed a fight-high 18 power punches, 23 total punches.
Now's the time to answer if you're Conceição. He needs to find something, and find something fast to get back in this fight.
What does he have to find?
He's got to land some shots, which is not an easy task. But sitting there and receiving all of Shakur's punches is not the answer either. He's got to bet on himself. He's got to believe in himself. And he's got to let his shots go and try to punch with Shakur. He's getting hit anyway, so he might as well let his offense go.
Remember earlier tonight, we talked about Shakur Stevenson seemingly having a force field of this incomparable defense where through the years and in championship fights, opponents only land 13.9% of their total punches. Robson Conceição to this point is at 13% of his total punches landed. That's it.
Conceição's legs don't look good. He's all over the place.
And now he's down on the canvas. That is a slip.
He's not only physically fatigued, but when you're facing a master boxer, you're mentally fatigued because you can't do what you train to do. You think he's there and you miss. You get countered. You're discouraged. Then you get hurt. It's a whole lot going on in the mind of Conceição.
And now a high guard that's being split by left hands. And a sharp left hand comes in again from Shakur.
And then you get surprised because you say he wasn't supposed to be able to punch. And then you get hurt.
Keep in mind, this is a three-time Olympian, the Brazilian, a gold medalist who has fought for a world title and was ahead on the scorecards. Stevenson cutting off the ring, now probing with that jab. Watch for the left hand to split the guard. Goes to the body with it instead.
The commissioner just asked the doctor to bring in translator Arival Gomez to the corner to check on Robson Conceição when the bell rings.
He is being beaten down and breaking down. End of 7. Another dominant round for Shakur Stevenson.
A gente não pode deixar ele ficar golpeando, pô. Ele tá lhe golpeando, você não pode ficar tomando golpe. Ele só reclama ruim.
Como você tá indo? Você tá? Você tomou muito golpe.
Ok?
Ok. Look at me. Olha pra ele.
Filho, ninguém vem.
Tá top?
Não. Eles estão vindo. Ok. Você precisa se impor. Você tá ficando parando os golpes, tomando golpe. Você tem que levar na base. Tem que se impor, meu garoto, tá bom? Tem que começar primeiro. Então tá segurando a mão na frente, direto por direto.
When he throws, you have to throw with him.
Tá bom? Tá tudo bem?
Is everything okay?
Mas, por favor, se impor, não fica tomando golpe.
Please, you've got to throw punches.
Ok? Você tem que se impor, você tem que responder.
You got to be a champion of the world.
Well, he can throw a lot of punches. It's landing them that's the problem. Eighth round. Stevenson parries that left hand, comes back with one of his own.
Stevenson is looking for a knockout shot test. Started this round fast. Conceição still throwing, still dangerous. But sometimes in order to stop a fighter, you got to be in that danger zone. Be willing to stay there and get your shots off. And I think that's where Stevenson is at right now. Though he shouldn't stand there and take those shots.
If a knockout shot comes, what do you expect it'll be, Dre?
The left hand, either to the body or to the head. That whole right side of Conceição has been getting abused by Stevenson.
It really has. And it started with the body work that then led to the head. He goes to the body again. Conceição, three-punch combination.
Still
Stevenson
throwing.
with the head movement.
Conceição still throwing.
As he should be.
And he's landing.
He wanted this fight. Remember, he didn't have to take this fight. He could have cashed out. He could have said, listen, you didn't make weight. I'll fight for a vacant belt, and I'll take my purse. Right hand from Conceição.
Good right hand. Two good right hands.
Finds a moment of confidence, Dre.
He only has a shot if he throws.
Let him go, let him go. Come on, man. Next time, man, use the point. Let's go, man. Back up.
That was awkward. Came in, got off balance, spun himself around.
Better
left
round
hand
for
straight low.
Conceição. Test.
Come on, stop.
I think that's the shot that Shakur wants down low. Not even the looping left hand, but the straight left to the body. It's hard to defend. It's got a lot of power on it and leverage.
Scored a knockdown with that left hand to the body in the final second of round 4.
Conceição showing the heart of a champion because he's taking a lot of punishment. Could have checked out in that last round when the doctor came and checked on him and he didn't take the bait.
Just took a short left hand there.
$200 instantly. Just for betting $5. DraftKings, listen to me. You listen good. I appreciate you for recognizing how valuable my time is. But instantly, stop. You're not gonna make me sweat a little bit? Feel some extra bumps in my chest while the game is going on? Oh, look, wait a minute. There's my $200. Damn, that was fast.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet $5 to get $200 instantly. Action's so good, why bet NFL anywhere else?
Touchdown. Nah, interception.
So, it's Friday night dinner. All of a sudden, boom. And you, Gecko, go, bundling your home and car insurance could save you hundreds. Then the neighbors are like, huh? The little girl's like, hi, Gecko. Huh?
Quite the commercial.
I know, right?
Geico.
Shakur Stevenson, a day after he missed weight, lost the belts on the scale, coming out, putting on a great performance against a very game and feisty Robson Conceição. Shakur with a 143-44 connect advantage as we start round number 9. That tells a big story as well. The body punches landed. 57 by Stevenson.
Stevenson tried to press Conceição the last 2 rounds. Wasn't able to get him out of there. He's got to make another adjustment and find a way to get in that house because Conceição is not making it easy. And I will remind you, he's still dangerous.
Just off balance after that right hand. Showed some hope with the right hands in the last round, did the Brazilian.
Shakur's throwing a lot of power on every one of those shots. It's a good time to change up the tempo. Pop, 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 pow. Then get a big shot in there because Conceição can compute those shots and even block some of those shots because he knows at what velocity they're coming at.
So you want a little more touch, bang.
Different cadence. Conceição's a gold medalist and a vet. He knows how to protect himself in that ring. And when something's not working, you got to make the adjustment.
Now Shakur returns with a hip toss of his own and complains to David Fields, he was around my neck. See how Fields addresses this. 1 point deduction for the hip toss.
1 point from him throwing him down. 1 point from him throwing down. Yo, don't do that no more, man. All right? Don't do that no more. You ain't got to do that, brother. Yo, you ready? You okay? Let's go. Let's go, man.
If Conceição had just a little bit more variation with his approach, he would have some more success with that right hand, but he keeps coming the same way. He does land it occasionally, but he could have more success if he changed up his tempo and his cadence. Conceição throws like a chopping right hand. It's not completely straight.
That's right.
It lands heavy, but the arc is different than the traditional right hand.
You can hear the talk between these two. So we come to the end of round number 9, a round that included the first point deduction in the career of Shakur Stevenson. Through Conceição down earlier in this round. Shakur Stevenson came off the gas pedal a bit in that 9th round. Only landed 11 punches. His low total going back to the 1st round, which was just to feel him out. Round number 10, scheduled for 12. Conceição well behind on the scorecards, although Shakur was just deducted a point in that last round for tossing Conceição to the canvas.
I want to see if Stevenson can find a way to get Conceição out of there.
Had a sense that could have happened a few rounds ago. There was a doctor's visit at the end of 7. 6th round, he landed 18 power punches. End of the 4th, he scored a knockdown with a body shot.
Shakur is content with walking Conceição down, and I think he needs to come with a different game plan. He needs to pick up his rhythm, similar to what Bo Mack told Keyshawn Davis. Change it up, the big shot will come. Come alive with the feints. Show some different looks and sneak the big shot in. Don't let it be predictable. Good right hand from Conceição. Good answer from Shakur.
With the left hand. Look at Shakur's face as he runs it back into the ropes. That was a straighter right hand. And again he tosses him. Remember, there was a point deduction moments ago.
Don't do that no more, man. You understand? Don't do it no more. Ain't no excuse to throw him on the floor, man. Let's go.
You see the frustration building. Into the corner of Shakur Stevenson, because they are just as frustrated at times as their fighter is, talking about the holding, some of the tactics by Robson Conceição. But when we met with Stevenson yesterday, he discussed how he wants to reach a new level of greatness, how he wants to please this crowd, how he wants to lock in and get to the next level with a performance tonight. He has 6 minutes to do that.
Yeah, he's on his way. I think he needs to close this 6 minutes out strong, and I think he can. But Conceição doesn't always get the memo. It's going to be awkward, and he's going to remain dangerous. Oh, good shot right there. It's those kind of shots that can help him to do it. Conceição's hurt because that froze him right in his tracks. See another weapon from Stevenson coming into play. That counter left uppercut. It's landed twice in this round.
Doubles up the left hand.
Conceição hasn't thrown very many punches because he's still recovering from that left uppercut from Stevenson.
You can see it in him, that hesitation.
He's not thrown.
Nope, he isn't. Just hoping for keep away stuff.
He's hoping that Shakur doesn't.
Oh, there's that left uppercut.
That shot also hurt Conceição.
Viper strike it was. Stevenson locked in here halfway through round 11. Goes underneath with the left hand, right to the midsection. Off balance. See how Stevenson approaches it here. Final minute of round 11. Goes back to the body. Right hook. Crowd anticipating Stevenson inching closer to Conceição's a left hand. Another left hand to the body. See angle to the right. Conceição being completely outgunned here in this 11th round. Sweeping right hook. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Saquon Barkley, the great Bud Crawford, out to see Shakur Stevenson. Mark Kriegel, your thoughts?
When we look back on this night, everyone should acknowledge a debt to Robson Conceição. He didn't have to take this fight. He could have walked away with his money and an easier guy. He took the hard way, and he's going to feel it tomorrow morning. Also, if you want evidence of Conceição's heart, look at when the doctor came over. He had his best round right after the doctor came to him. On the Shakur side, this whole idea that Shakur is not a combative fighter, that he's not a tough guy, it's completely erroneous. He's been walking Conceição down all night. If you want to know, however, what Shakur does as well or probably better than anyone in the game, look at the distance between their feet. He does distance as well as anybody, probably better.
And distance pays in this game. But we've seen a different Shakur Stevenson, to Mark's point, about being combative. What he did to Jamel Herring back in October of 21 when he won the WBO junior lightweight title. That 10th round TKO.
It's the legs, Tess. That distance and range that we talk about, it all starts with the legs. And Conceição was supposed to throw more punches than Shakur and be more busier. That's been cut down because he can't get what he wants to get. And when he reaches too far, he gets countered. That's all because of the legs of Shakur Stevenson.
Nearly got clipped with a counter left hand there. But he has been taken to the body, hasn't he? 69 body shots have landed from Shakur Stevenson. The lone knockdown we have of the night was from a body punch.
Stevenson still looking for the knockout with one punch.
You suggested about 5 rounds ago to switch it up, to take a different approach, and perhaps it comes.
When one style isn't working and the opponent adjusts, you have to make another adjustment. So championship boxing is about ebbs and flows and adjustments until you find the one that works for you.
Earlier tonight, when we were previewing this main event, Dre, I turned to you at one point and I said, is this the kind of guy you can get rid of? This doesn't surprise you that we're 50 seconds away from having a distance fight, even as one-sided as it's been with Stevenson in complete control.
No, he got close, Stevenson, but Conceição's crafty and he's tough. He's no walk in the park for anybody. You stop Conceição, you got to earn it.
Wipe off those gloves, get through this last half minute. The 135-pound division will await Shakur Stevenson. Names like Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, and so many more. And what a ride it's going to be with super fights to come. And perhaps another return here at home. Welcome back Shakur Stevenson. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll hear from the judges, and they'll be celebrating here in Newark. Thank you very much, Neil. A reminder, you can join us for the State of Boxing, our complete post-fight show, live from here in Newark on the ESPN app, ESPN+. Let's get the official decision with Mark Chernow.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside Prudential Center, we go to the judges' scorecards for the Bud Light Celebration decision. Lynn Carter has the bout 117-109. John Signorile has the bout 118-108. And Steve Weisfeld has the bout 117-109 for your winner by unanimous decision, Shakur Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson, welcome home. Unanimous decision win. Keep in mind when you hear those scores, there was a point deduction. He landed a career-high 199 punches, a career-high of body punches landed 75, including the knockdown that was scored. Enjoy the rest of your night, including SportsCenter right now. We'll see you on the State of Boxing.